Shut your bitch ass up. What?
So emotional. Hey, he's so emotional. Hey, y'all can't fight for him, media. Y'all
They can't fight for you, nigga. And they can't fight for you.
Things explode inside this face-off as Ray Ford completely loses composure and turns the tension into chaos. What started as heated words quickly spills into a physical push towards Oshaquie Foster. This is not just hype anymore, it feels personal, raw, and the crowd can sense real danger building.
Emotional, man. You gotta check your emotion, man. If you can't check your emotion in this face-off, you're not gonna check it in the 36 minutes of fighting. That right there, I do not want to see from a composed champ. Emotional, man. You gotta check your emotion, man. If you can't check your emotion in this face-off, you're not gonna check it in the 36 minutes of fighting. That right there, I do not want to see from a composed champ.
This is exactly the kind of energy promoters dream about because it proves fans are not just watching a fight, they are watching a real rivalry unfold. The anger was real, the language was raw, and even the promoter admits this chaos is what sells the fight and keeps everyone talking.
No one can stop talking, and you go out and say, Ray, what you got to say? Nothing. I'm like, nothing. And then they shout it out, and he's like, fuck you. I was like, oh, good, yeah. But listen, that's what people want to see. It doesn't have to get violent, but it's got to feel like they care and they want it. And Ray's just got to try and keep a little.
From Oshaquie Foster's side, there is no fear or hesitation in his voice. He is speaking like a fighter who has already been through fire and believes pressure only sharpens him. The confidence is loud here, and he is warning that a dangerous, focused version of him is walking into fight night ready to prove everything.
And we don't care. We done been through the fire. I come from this kind of, crazy, whatever, you know what I mean? So we ain't trying to hit him. I'm ready, man. I'm prepared. I'm happy. And as y'all know, a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. You feel me? So he gonna find.
Ray Ford keeps it simple but sharp here, insisting he is not just coming to compete but to prove he is the better fighter in every department. There is no hesitation in his voice, just pure belief and quiet warning. He is essentially telling Foster that skill alone will not be enough when the bell rings.
I'm just trying to show him I'm the better fighter, man. That's I mean, if you want to feel like he got more heart than me, he's a stronger fighter, then by all means do what you feel you got to do to secure victory against me. But I'm going in there to show.
This is Oshaquie Foster at his most aggressive and emotional, declaring he is here to destroy the noise and bring boxing back to pure violence and pride. He is not talking like a cautious champion. He sounds like a man ready to impose chaos and leave no doubt on fight night.
And I'm here to kill all that, man. I'm bringing boxing back to what it was, and the straight animosity and aggression, and I'm gonna show him like I'm gonna come out on top at the end of the day.
The face-off erupts into pure ego battle as both men refuse to give ground, trading insults and confidence like they are already in the ring. Ray Ford is talking like the younger, flashier force while Foster responds with raw power talk, making this feel like a collision waiting to explode.
Stomp on you. Stomp you into the pavement. Who is the better fighter?
They know the answer to that. Where does the loser go from here?
You gotta answer that.
Huh?
Yeah, that's where you gon'. Yeah, they need your help over there. It's like night and day, bro. I'm just a better fighter. I'm younger, flashier. People wanna see me, they tune into me, bro. I talk my shit. Tell me how you beat me and how you think the fight will end.
Anyway, I feel like it.
You think you gonna knock me up?
If you get too reckless and you think shit,
You know
you
I'm
get
gonna
too
get
comfortable, I'm gonna punish. I'm gonna knock you out there for sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
Angelo Leo brings a measured but telling opinion, suggesting Foster might just have a slight stylistic advantage. This is not hype anymore. This is technical judgment entering the conversation, and it adds real weight because even small advantages can decide a fight this close.
I think that's a good fight. It's a really good fight, but I think right now, stylistically, I think Oshaquie has the upper hand by a tad bit.
Greg Hackett steps in with a deeper breakdown, pointing out that both fighters have dangerous traits but neither is fully complete. He highlights inconsistencies, past performances, and questions whether Foster is truly operating at his peak. This is where hype meets reality, and the fight suddenly feels far more unpredictable.
Shocking for him. It was like a runaway. It was easy for him. The second fight, I thought it was Real close, man. It was real close. He didn't look the same. He didn't look as good as he looked as the first time they fought. You know what I mean? And like me, I would say this: it could have went either way. You know what I mean? Or you gave it a draw.
Angelo Leo brings a measured but telling opinion, suggesting Foster might just have a slight stylistic advantage. This is not hype anymore. This is technical judgment entering the conversation, and it adds real weight because even small advantages can decide a fight this close.
Ford has continued to win throughout his career. He's put it on the line, and he's also shown that he can bite down in the last few seconds of the last round and get the job done. He that nasty, he's that persistent, he's that determined. I like the fight. O'Shaquie Foster, to me, when I first heard about him, was a guy who had the potential but didn't have an identity. And he started to pull off. I felt like he took an unnecessary loss against Conceição the first fight, but I also believe he was gifted a win in the second fight. But the business happens to be the business, and things happen. He's held on to the title since then. I think he's gotten better since then. I feel like O'Shaquie Foster is not...
Greg Hackett steps in with a deeper breakdown, pointing out that both fighters have dangerous traits but neither is fully complete. He highlights inconsistencies, past performances, and questions whether Foster is truly operating at his peak. This is where hype meets reality, and the fight suddenly feels far more unpredictable.
Foster, the fights I see with Ford brings the heat, man,
So you think you think Ford will be a tough fight for O'Shaquie?
Yes, because sometimes, here it go. O'Shea fights down to the level of his competition sometimes. That's a better way to say it. Talented fighter. Sometimes he fights down to the level of his competition, and I've never seen Ford do that. Ford, when he fights somebody he's supposed to knock out, he knocks him out. When he fights somebody tough, he rises to the occasion, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but Foster O'Shea doesn't do that sometimes. O'Shaquie.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that sometimes. He fights down to levels of...
Angelo Leo brings a measured but telling opinion, suggesting Foster might just have a slight stylistic advantage. This is not hype anymore. This is technical judgment entering the conversation, and it adds real weight because even small advantages can decide a fight this close.
But he's going to be dangerous. Like, all the attributes that he has, they still exist, regardless of his mental state. But I see a kid in pain, you know? I've got to be honest with you, like, I don't see how people around him can be looking at his behaviour and being comfortable with it, and I don't think they are.
Greg Hackett steps in with a deeper breakdown, pointing out that both fighters have dangerous traits but neither is fully complete. He highlights inconsistencies, past performances, and questions whether Foster is truly operating at his peak. This is where hype meets reality, and the fight suddenly feels far more unpredictable.
Lack of discipline or rest.
Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. Is that what you want to put it down to?
Yeah.
It's more than lack of discipline.
Yeah.
It's vile. Do you know what I mean? I don't condone that at all in the slightest. So it's not got nothing to do with lack of discipline. It's got everything to do with moral compass. And for me, that's just, yeah.
Angelo Leo brings a measured but telling opinion, suggesting Foster might just have a slight stylistic advantage. This is not hype anymore. This is technical judgment entering the conversation, and it adds real weight because even small advantages can decide a fight this close.
I didn't wobble.
It's a tough fight. Like, everybody get wobbled.
I didn't wobble. I seen you get wobbled though. I seen you dance.
I get wobbled.
I ain't never danced.
I got reckless though. You got wobbled just on some regular boxing shit.
I was drained. I feel good now. We good. Let's see if you can do it.
Why you gotta make excuses?
Let's see if you can do it. You made excuses hella times. With the Noah fight, you said your arm restricted. You finally healthy, but you made excuses.
I can't make an excuse about
But you made excuses.
How
I know you made that excuse.
You watched me in over?
Yeah.
So you
I thought he was touching you up.
To
that happened in the 4th or 5th round. That happened in the 5th round, some shit like that. What happened before that? You was getting touched up. He was winning there.
Frank Warren brings a hard reality check into all the chaos, shutting down the pre-fight antics and reminding everyone that boxing is not a street fight. His message is clear that all the pushing, shoving, and emotional outbursts mean nothing when the bell rings. This moment pulls the story back to discipline and professionalism, showing the contrast between hype outside the ring and execution inside it. It also adds pressure on both fighters because promoters do not want chaos before fight night, they want control and focus. The tone here suggests frustration but also control, like someone trying to keep a volatile situation from spiraling too far before the real contest begins.
They've had a push and a shove.
Well, this is not a gang fight, you know, the only two have been fighting are the boxers and save it for the night. They don't get paid to fight before the fight. Stupid.
Oshaquie Foster turns the volume all the way up here, dismissing comparisons and declaring that his experience and level will be too much for Ray Ford. He speaks with full conviction, almost brushing off Ford's confidence as noise rather than threat. This is the kind of statement that deepens the rivalry because it is not just confidence, it is dismissal of the opponent's entire ability. That mindset creates serious tension because Ford will see this as disrespect and fuel. The psychological edge is now fully in play, and Foster is positioning himself as the man who will expose the difference in class when they finally share the ring.
As for, I'm not none of them guys that you fought, and you've never ever fought anybody. I don't care about who you sparring over there. You've never fought nobody to my caliber and what I do in the ring. So I feel like May 30th, he gonna be in a rude awakening. He say he ain't got nothing to worry about. I like to hear that. I like to hear that because I'm going to show him, you know.
This fight now feels like more than just a normal clash. It has turned into a full psychological war where both Oshaquie Foster and Ray Ford believe they are the superior fighter. Foster carries the aura of experience, discipline, and proven championship-level control, while Ford brings hunger, aggression, and the mindset of a fighter who feels overlooked and ready to shock the division. Every clip has added another layer of tension, from the heated face-off to the push, from the expert debates to the warnings about discipline and mental pressure. What makes this matchup dangerous is how personal it has become. Neither man is backing down, and both genuinely believe the other is standing in their way. If Foster controls the distance and pace, he could expose Ford's aggression, but if Ford drags him into chaos and high-tempo exchanges, he could flip the entire script. Mentally, this is razor close because confidence is loud on both sides but pressure is heavier on the champion. When the bell rings, all the talk disappears and only survival, timing and heart will decide everything. Now the real question is simple and brutal. Who do you think walks out with the win and who gets exposed when it matters most?